What's good, my G's? G stands for Gamers. This your boy Snow. Ignorant Gamers in the house. How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all gaming? You already know. You seen the title of the video. So you're probably saying, what is H1Z1? Well, first off, before I even get into that, shout out to everybody who's like, comment, rate, subscribe to our videos. We really appreciate all the love and the feedback, whether positive or negative. Just keep it respectful. We're always trying to improve. And if you're coming across this video, our channel for the first time, welcome. There's a few of us. We have some content. We just ask for you to subscribe. Maybe 10 videos, maybe 20 videos. Who knows? At least give us 10 because we try to keep the content different. Alright? And if you don't like it after that, well, then we're sorry and you can unsubscribe. It's all love. Right? So, let's get into it. Right? H1Z1, a new zombie game. Well, if there's one, there's a million, right? Some people don't know what the H1Z1 refers to. Well, about 2008, 2009, you know, America, I wanted to say New York, but America was hit with the H1N1 virus, which was like an airborne sickness thing. So H1Z1 is just a zombie version of the bird flu, which the H1N1 was. So that's that. And all you zombie theorists, am I saying that right? Basically, there's a play on that. So if you go to h1z1.com right now, there's just a teaser video. Well, not even a video, it's just a teaser site there. So that's that. Now, these guys that are behind this game is from Sony Online Entertainment. Now, I want to say, just for a quick reference, that is DC Universe Online. For a deeper reference, this is for the people who make PlanetSide 2. And the reason why I want to say PlanetSide 2 is because the engine that runs this game is running PlanetSide 2. Now here on this channel, we've whispered that name here and there, and mainly me because I'm very aware of that game. PlanetSide 2 is a dope free-to-play game. The game is so dope that I still don't understand why it was free to play. Let me tell you that. And there's a lot of YouTube commentators who, you know, for the last 16 months or so have been playing this game over games that were actually playing about $40 to $60 for retail. Now, H1Z1 is being built off of that technology. Now, think DayZ. DayZ is a survival game. H1Z1 is going to be a survival game. And DayZ was originally built off of the Omega Armor 2 game engine, which the new Armor 3 engine looks way better than Armor 2. Therefore, the new DayZ mod on Armor 3 looks great, because we all know that DayZ standalone is having major issues, right? So let's back it up again. H1Z1 will be a free-to-play game, so you don't have to buy into anything. This is just going to be a straight-up free-to-play game, not pay to win. The man behind it, his name was I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm blowing a drink. Smed for short. I can't remember his full name. Why am I Smed? His name is Smed. That's the president. SMED. And then he had his boy up there, Jimmy Wisehunt. I want to say Wisehunt. I don't know. But anyway, they both made it their business to say that this game is not pay to win, and I believe them because PlanetSide is not pay to win. Now, moving forward, when I was talking about the engine, that's their MMO engine. Now, again, if you haven't seen PlanetSide 2, please check it out, because you might be interested in this H1Z1 game if you're a fan of survival games, right? And the reason why I'm saying check out PlanetSide 2, because the guy also said that if your PC can run PlanetSide 2, you will be able to run H1Z1. So, you know, you don't have to wait to see, and you can play a dope free-to-play game in the meantime. So, again, about the technology of the engine. It supports, he said, 2,000 players in a single instance. And some people may not get that because, you know, you have what is it, DayZ. I don't know how many players it run in a single instance, but I don't think it's 2,000. Let me tell you that. I don't think it's 2,000. And you know, it does have day and night, so they're able to render that out. Now, if it's going to run 2,000 players, you might be saying like, wow, is this going to be like 2,000 assholes running around? And the chances of that happening is yes, but you also got to remember that with DayZ, the survival tactics of it, plus Rust, because Rust was mentioned, and Rust is like a Minecraft version of it's like a super zombie version of survival version of Minecraft, and it's basically going to be something similar to that, where you could like build forts, and you know, people could come through and set your fort on fire. And apparently Smed likes fire for some reason, but he made it, that was like his big punchline. I mean, you gotta love Smed. Smed is super enthusiastic about making games, and it shows in all the games he participates in, and he never holds his punches, and he's a very cool guy. I don't like to get into these guys personally, but this is someone you always root for, these kind of guys when you do come across them. Now, another thing about the engine of this game, it will have bullet simulation and vehicle physics, which means you're gonna have vehicles in the game. Now, a quick note about the vehicles, because he kept mentioning it, was that you can find a vehicle, see the dead battery in there, take the dead battery and try to get it charged. And he even played with something like, he threw like a little breadcrumb out there, like you basically may have to literally go charge it by like getting struck by lightning or some other stuff he mentioned. I'm just sitting there like, well, you shooting big. You shooting kind of big right there, man. Of course, with that kind of you know, simulation and physical physics, he's gonna have terrain and building models into it, which is going to be the height of it, the verticality of it, which means forts could probably be big as hell, probably big than like what we see on Minecraft, if you ever seen those things. He mentioned another game in there. I know he mentioned something about like PlanetSide 2. Well, I think we already knew PlanetSide 2 was going to PlayStation 4, but he said one other game that I avoid like the plague. Oh, EverQuest. Yeah. EverQuest is probably going there too. And to be honest with you, this game will probably make it there because console players are eager to play that kind of game. And the only console game out that made it there, and I'm so sorry, I'm so fucking terrible with the names right now. Our boy Westerruler was playing this game, and it was for Xbox 360, and it's exclusive to 360. I can't remember the name, but that's the closest you got to any survival, zombie survival type game. So, you know, we'll see. Now, Smed kept saying something about SWG players, and you know, to be honest with you, I wasn't really familiar with that. So I saw people in the comment section was like, SWG, yeah, that's cool. And I did just a little quick search while the guys were doing the presentation, and I think SWG means Star Wars Galaxies. I must admit I am not familiar with that game, and that's not a bad thing. It's just there's so many great games out there, they slip through our hands all the time. And he made sure to say this a couple times, that you know, the game is kind of dedicated to them, and you know, you come back home now, like on like, you know, come on with me. So that's pretty cool. That's like H-Hour, you know, telling all the SOCOM players to come home. You know, shout out to SOF Studios for H-Hour. There you go. SOCOM equal H-Hour. So that's pretty good. And again, if I didn't say it, H1Z1 is an MMO. Alright? Basically, zombie survivor in the zombie apocalypse in a world that is filled with zombies and other motherfuckers. Alright? I do believe that it is a FPS/TPS. We did see some action of it. It was an old build, so the guys were kind of, you know, a little bit bummed out that they could only show the old build from January. It is now April 9th. A team of 17 that is building off of the PlanetSide 2 engine, which gives them, I mean, it's their engine, so they know what they're doing. So, you know, don't take that for granted at all. And that's, you know, pretty much just the gist of everything that's going on with this game. These guys were super were super excited to talk about their game, and you know what? I think it was well deserved. For just especially if you want to play DayZ, you know, there's already a culture there that are assholes or not assholes. There's already that wave is already hitting, and if people who are talking shit about the standalone version of DayZ, and you know, some people can make the argument why it's great and why it's not so great, and then people still, because even I don't want to do it, buy Armor 2 to play the DayZ mod or original game that caught fire, and people out there are not paying for Armor 3 to go play the new DayZ mod, although Armor 3 by itself is an animal, right? So I mean, that's it right there. I don't really have much else to talk about this game until they actually show us some more footage of an updated engine. I could say that one thing he did say, which was at night, you know, you got a torch, and you know, setting things on fire, and zombies could come snatch you out at the night. Just think about of another game that I played, which escapes my mind right now. Oh, Dead Nation. I know you're like, what the fuck you bringing Dead Nation into this for? Dead Nation was able to give me some kind of insight when he said that, a reference rather, where you would shoot a car and the alarm would go off and it would attract all the zombies, especially if they were chasing you, and then eventually they would beat the car down, and the car would blow up, exploding the zombies, blah blah blah. So, you know, you might be in the middle of a field trying to get back to your base, and you know, you see a tree or some grass or a car, you set that shit on fire. Maybe the zombies would run to the big fire versus the smaller fire. And to me, you know what, that sounds about right. And it's cool. I have a lot of faith in these guys, because again, PlanetSide is so much fun, and I can't wait for it to get to the PS4, which is why I gotta be real with you, I stopped playing it on the PC, because of that. I want to get involved with the PlayStation 4 community and playing that game, and it was kind of what I did to Warframe. Shout out to Warframe. I told you guys that game was going to be a hit, and that it was going to make it to console. I said PS3, I was wrong. It made it to the PS4, which is even better. Although I do wish you guys did put it on the PS3, because there's such a large install base on the PS3 that when those guys cross over to the PS4, they'll be playing your game again. Else you're going to need to do some kind of incremental advertising to get those people back on your game. So anyway, that's it. This is just me reporting fresh off the dome with what I know about the H1Z1 game. If you guys are interested in it, knowing further as the information comes out, I will gladly be sure to make shorter videos of this to let you guys know. If not, then you know, I'll just let it fly. But when I get my hands on it, I will post the shit, right? Anyway, your boy Snow of Ignorant Gamers. Be sure to leave a comment. Let us know if you're playing it or not, or about anything else. We have other series, Ask the Game series, but still taking questions to answer in the next video. And if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. Anyway, I'm out, my G's. Keep gaming. 1.
Rifle. Rifle. Nice.